Welcome back. I'm Dan Hegarty from Daniel Hegarty's Movie Reviews, and this is my review of the 2019 movie Polaroid. Directed by Lars Klevberg, we follow Bird Fitcher, a high school loner that has a passion for photography equipment. When she's gifted a very old Polaroid camera, she falls in love with its retro, quirky style. But when some hideous accidents start happening to the people that she's recently taken photos of, she starts to think that there may be something more to the camera than just taking pictures. It would appear that everybody that she takes a photo of dies in a horrible fashion. Where have we heard this before? So her and what's left of her friends have to try and figure out a way to survive and beat the cursed camera. This is a typical example of when a film is cut together for a trailer really, really well. If you watch the trailer, there's nothing really that makes you think, this could be a bit cheesy, but it is. It's pretty. It's not great, you know. It's not great acting, not very convincing acting at all. They don't build the characters up very well. You just have very, very typical characters that you see in sort of high school films, so you don't particularly care about any of them dying. There is some good elements, which unfortunately most of they've included in the trailer, so you're not going to get to see very much more by watching the film. We have seen this idea before. Instantly when I read about it, I thought, surely this is just a rip-off of, you know, the old Goosebumps episode. I can't remember what the name of it was, where the guy finds this really creepy sort of alien camera in this sort of warehouse basement, and anybody that appears in a photo gets sort of involved in some sort of accident. So I don't know whether just, you know, someone's come up with the same idea, or they've gone, I wonder if it's long enough now that no one will remember that and I can make it into a film. I'm not suggesting there's any sort of plagiarism's gone on there at all or anything, but it certainly is remnant of that storyline. It also has like a very sort of Final Destination thing sort of thrown in there as well. So you see people die one at a time, not necessarily in a specific order like in Final Destination, but definitely their time is, you know, it's in the post. You know, their death is coming. And really the big thing that sells the film is the trailer. There's not a lot else. It's really humdrum. Like right at the beginning, it's like so boring. Like you're just like waiting for any character sort of humanization, anything you can relate to. So yeah, it's really sort of hard to stay. You know, you think, well, I've seen the trailer, I know there's good things to come. That's what keeps you interested. The bit where they try and set fire to the picture, it seemed good in the trailer, but now when you watch the full sequence, it seems a bit stupid, really. As if a guy's going to pick up a picture in their school canteen and set fire to it, knowing full well it's probably going to set this, you know, the alarms off, the sprinklers off. And it just seemed a bit daft. It's like they had one good idea and they wanted to play that up so much, and actually it turned out a bit flat. Yeah, and they tried to, her arm catches fire and they try and keep on putting it out. That's not really a spoiler. I tend not to tell you anything that will spoil it, but when it's in the trailer, you know, I don't consider that a spoiler. You know, if you're someone that doesn't watch the trailers, then I apologize. You know, I've already given too much away. So it's sitting at 5.1 on IMDb. I think they're very much in the luck to be at that sort of level. It is on the decline, so I think this time next year it'll be around 4.1. And that's probably accurate. I mean, I think direction in this wasn't too bad, but maybe he didn't have a lot to work with. So, you know, maybe it was a bit, you know, he didn't have budget. Maybe he couldn't get the actors he wanted to. He couldn't push the actors to their limits a bit. You know, I'm being really critical here, but it falls on the director, man. It's the director's. It's all about the director, isn't it? So this film isn't great, and I really hope he's done a better job. And I think he has. I think this is maybe giving him stepping stones to directing Child's Play, but it maybe had a steep learning curve. He had a lot to sort of experience before taking on such a thing. But Child's Play and Chucky's so iconic. Other than what's in the trailer, you're not getting much else. Only a short one today, though, guys. Thanks very much for listening. If you do enjoy